Live pictures of a home that was damaged. As you can imagine, this is leaving behind quite a bit of reaction today. We have Fox 29's Hank Flynn, who is outside a few of these car dealerships that the tornado ripped right through. Isn't that right, Hank?
Oh my gosh, Daytona, it was actually a lot worse than people anticipated and worse than anyone feared. The National Weather Service has classified this tornado as an extremely powerful EF-3, the likes of which I don't recall anyone ever seeing in these parts north of Philadelphia. This is suburban county, Bucks County, north of Philadelphia. We don't do tornadoes here, but take a look at some of the damage. It spared none of the street lights. There's one down through the windshield of that Chevy. As you look at Faulkner Mazda right behind it, the window's blown out, and that's one of 4 Faulkner dealerships here along Street Road that have been devastated, roofs torn off. If we take a look at some of this chopper video, we get a sky look at the damage. Certainly a lot of it back behind these dealerships. That's where the maintenance shops are. There's a crane back there that's been turning over and pulling out broken cars all day long, and there are many of them. Daytona, we spoke for a while today with a lot of folks that live in the trailer park back behind these dealerships. There are 2 back there. We spoke with 94-year-old Margaret Laughlin, 94 years old, and she's never seen any tornadoes, let alone around here. We spoke with her neighbor, Steve Smith, who wound up with a Pennsylvania Turnpike, a green traffic sign, the kinds that hang over the expressway, in his backyard, and the Turnpike is a full half a mile away. He said he was amazed at how loud the thunder was, super loud, and he was watching the tornado come through from his back porch because, again, who expects tornadoes around here? The next thing he knew, it was sliding by 50 yards away from him. It devastated his house. They're going to have a lot of work to do there. Now, we spoke with other folks. Penn Valley Terrace is one of those mobile home parks back there. The manager, Ed Hoops, said he had a ton of work to do while we were talking with him. His phone just wouldn't stop ringing. They don't have power in that park back there, so the first thing he says they've got to do is fix transformers that are down, get the electric up and running, and his phone again kept on ringing. Daytona, the wreckage is shocking at these dealerships, cartoonish in its violence, really. Buicks slung upside down into fences. In a statement, Faulkner Auto Group, the folks that run all of these dealerships, they said the employees remain top priority. They ensure safety, security, and campus cleanup, and they're looking forward really to getting back into business. This is one of the biggest dealerships in the area. They are a machine. Fran Weiser, she is part of the family that owns the other dealership. They had a spec mobile home back in their park back there that had not been tied down because, again, it was a spec home, no one living in it. It was just to show other people and possibly sell a mobile home to them. That mobile home had been picked up and thrown upside down with a refrigerator sitting on top of the pile. This gentleman from Surf Pro now beginning to take out some of these tree stumps. As you can see, all of these trees, you can see the top where that loader is grabbing it. It's been cut, but that's just because the tornado came through and sheared it off yesterday. In this area, not much was spared, but what you're looking at now is the beginnings of a real big cleanup effort. This company, Surf Pro, brought a tractor trailer through here and scores of workers, and this is just this side of things. We've had storm damage across the area, Daytona. But that's what's happening right here. Again, here in Bucks County, north of Philadelphia. This is not Oklahoma or Arkansas. This is not Tornado Alley. An EF-3 140-mile-an-hour twister touching down here yesterday and absolutely wrecking the place. And we're live here in Bucks County, north of Philadelphia. Hank Flynn, Fox 29 News for Live Now. Guys?
Yeah, Hank, incredible live pictures right behind you. I mean, cleanup efforts happening in this moment in time. You can hear the chainsaws and the cleanup effort underway. I want to pop up a few other pictures from around the area. As we can see, some of these power lines have been affected. Is power down for the area still?
Power's not down across the area, but it remains down in some areas. The trailer parks back here have power down. At least as of last night, and I have not spoken with the power company today, but most of Feasterville-Trevose had their power down earlier today. Pico trucks have been roaming all over the area, and power's up in a lot of the places that it was down last night. So again, recovery, a lot of the power back, but not anywhere close to entirely being recovered.
And Hank, last question for you. I want to talk about the timing of this tornado. Had it been just an hour or two before, it would have been during business hours. Isn't that right? For these car dealerships?
Oh, yeah, merciful heavens. There's 100 different ways, and everyone that I spoke with today on this Daytona shook their heads in amazement and gratitude. If it had come through here earlier, not only would you have had all of the staff that remained here at the dealerships, you would have had customers out here in the lots, possibly looking at cars that were about to be thrown over. Again, Mr. Smith, the fellow that witnessed the tornado come by sitting on his back porch, he told me he absolutely would have taken cover, but the notion of a tornado coming by, even though there was a National Weather Service tornado warning in effect, the notion to him was completely foreign. No one around here had ever seen such a thing, so no one was expecting such a thing.
Right.
So when 6 people are hurt, that's actually, it's a sad thing for the folks that are hurt and for their families, and we wish them certainly a speedy recovery, but the real takeaway here is that no one was killed. My question is how, because when you look at it, there's just no way. It's amazing.
I know. We, like you said, hopefully the best for those 6 people who were injured, but also a blessing in disguise that it wasn't more. Again, Fox 29's Hank Flynn reporting live for us out of Bucks County tonight. We'll be staying with some of these live pictures across the county there as we survey the rest of this damage. And many crews still out and about on this Friday evening.